Student of the Game podcast. Tavares Ellis here. Hey, thank you all for continuing to follow me and listening to this video. So in this video here, we're going to talk about it's an article that I saw in Screen Rant, okay? And it says, Zack Snyder's Justice League, early reactions, praise film's humor and emotion. Emotions make you cry sometime. Yes, they do. All right. That title caught me off guard right there because, a lot of people were, you had so many fanboys and fangirls kept saying, clamoring and beating the table like they was beating a hole in that table, saying, we want dark, we want the tone dark tone. And because Marvel movies are all light tone movies and stuff, which I totally disagree. Not all of Marvel's movies are light tone. Like, there's nothing light about Peter Quill, aka Star-Lord, losing his mom to a brain tumor. There's nothing light about Peter Quill, after finally meeting his father, realizing his father is the one who put the tumor on purpose in his mama's head. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing light about the relationship Gamora has with her father, with her father, Thanos. There's nothing like that the relationship that that Nebula has with Thanos and with her sister, even though they eventually patched that relationship up. Okay, there's nothing light about the drinking problem that Tony Stark had. There's nothing light about what's been going on with Wanda, even before WandaVision. There's nothing light to what happened with T'Challa, with seeing his father get killed in an explosion. There's nothing light about T'Challa with the relationship he had with his cousin Killmonger, and he had to kill him. What's light about that? I can go on. There's nothing light about the relationship Loki has with his brother Thor and his father Odin. You know what I'm saying? Especially he finding out he's a frost giant. And he found out while he was battling a freaking frost giant. It's nothing light about that. It's nothing light, about always saying that it's between you and Thor to be the king, but really he never stood a chance. It's nothing light about Bruce Banner's Hulk, the Incredible Hulk, I'm going to say Hulk Hogan's anger issues, all right? There's nothing light about it. There's nothing light about what happened to Hawkeye with the snap. All his family went away, dude. Do that. There's nothing light about that. There's nothing light about what Black Widow went through. There's nothing light about that, all right? So, hey. But I digress. Anyways, in some of the in this movie, they said there's humor. The praise of the film's humor and emotion. And hey, I'm not saying every movie has to have humor and emotion, and a movie can't has this dark tone to it. Like, for example, you take Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight series, the tone was dark, but it was still entertaining. You know what I'm saying? Like, the goal is to make a dope movie, man. To make a good movie. That's the goal. And in the recipe of making a very good movie, at times when there's time for heartache, we're gonna have heartache. When it's time for laughter, we're gonna have laughter. When it's time for getting angry and fighting and tearing stuff up, we're gonna tear stuff up, people. That's what it's all about, okay? That's what it's all about. And if you ever watch the Batman animated series and all the other good Batman movies and even the Superman movies, guess what? They have they have a little bit of everything in it. Okay? Sometimes it's going to make you feel sad. Sometimes it's going to make you feel mad. Sometimes you're going to laugh, you're going to chuckle. You're going to be like, "Man, that was pretty dope. That was pretty funny what he said right there, or what she said." People talk about people act like there's no humor in any of the previous DCEU iterations. There's humor in Wonder Woman. You know what I'm saying? There's some little humor in that. In both movies, there was some humor in I'm kind of mixing the two up, Batman versus Superman and the theatrical version of Justice League. Alfred. Remember when Alfred said the line? He told Bruce, he said, hey, go ahead, go to Metropolis. He said, maybe a nice Metropolis woman might make an honest man out of you. That was hilarious, yo. You know why that was hilarious? Because Bruce Wayne is the ultimate bachelor. And he said, man, Alfred, no, nobody's gonna make an honest man out of Bruce, but he's just hoping. You know what I'm saying? Because Alfred is a big father figure for Bruce. And Alfred, hey, he wants to see some little grandbabies walking around here and stuff, you know, or flying, some little bat grandbabies, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, I'm cool with that. You know, praise the film for its humor and emotion, because a lot of things goes on in this movie, and especially being 4 hours long. I mean, you can watch Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings is not a comedy or a lighthearted film, but guess what? It has its funny moment. It has some humor moments in there. And when I say humor, I'm not talking about like it's a like it's a Seth Rogen film or something like that. And Seth Rogen films are dope, people. But what I'm saying is it's nothing wrong with having humor in there. Shoot, do you watch Fast and the Furious? Those are serious movies, okay? They are serious movies with a lot of action, loaded with action, okay? And they have a lot of humor. They have humor, emotions, and all that good stuff with it, okay? Catchphrases, punchlines. That's what we want to see, because those of us who have read comics, who read comics, who watch the movies and watch the shows and all of that, there's punchlines and catchphrases, and it's like a lot of us, we know what Batman would say in that situation, or what Cyborg would say, or what Wonder Woman would say, or what Superman and Aquaman and Wonder Woman, did I say Wonder Woman? I think I did. We know what they all would say, okay? All right. But anyways, let's see. A couple reactions here. Stephen M. Colbert, all right? He says there's a twist ending. Now, this is not the first time we heard this. Couple sources, they said, like, and I'm not making this up, you can Google it, okay? Because I'm never the person who makes stuff up. My mama, my daddy, and my grandparents, they taught me better than that. Don't be making stuff up, okay? So I'm just regurgitating what's been reported out there, that there's going to be a twist ending and stuff like that. And you know what? I expect that. Now, they didn't say what the twist ending is going to be, but I expect that, all right? I expect it. I expect the twist, all right? But he says, Snyder's most broadly appealing movie is rated R and 4 hours long, but feels mostly PG and flies by like it's 2.5 hours. There's going to be more than just Snyder fans wanting to restore the Snyderverse. I love that. I love that feeling. I can dig that, okay? I can dig it. Like, I was going to watch this movie regardless, because like I said, his previous works, okay, you know, I'm all about the action. Now, the tone may seem dark, but if you've seen 300, I mean, there's some humorous moments in there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Buddy said, "This is Sparta," and kicked old buddy down that hole or whatever. I mean, I'm not saying it's comical, but it was a bit humorous, because old buddy came there talking that ish, and Leonidas smashed him. Or the scene where they were fighting the Persians and the Persian army, and they shot up the arrows, and then the 300 Spartans, they had their shields over them, and they were just laughing. They were laughing, and I think the other guys that were joining them were some of the Romans. They was like, "Why are you laughing?" He said, "Because," he said, "their arrows will block the sun." You know what I'm saying? That's humorous. That's humor. It's okay. You know, even machines like to be humorous, right? It's okay. Even Vision had a personality, people. It's okay. Even Arnold Schwarzenegger in Terminator had a personality, people. So I'm cool with that. That's dope. That's dope. All right, and let's see. Stephen M. Colbert also says that it's not. I saw Snyderverse, Justice League. We'll be talking about this for a long time. Not what you expect, no matter what you expect. I love that, because a lot of people talking as if they know stuff. I'll tell you first and front hand, I know nothing. I just want to see it. Superhero movies, I'm going to see it. Okay, I'm better off not knowing what's going to happen. But anyways, it's funnier than the theatrical cut. There's an entire season worth of Game of Thrones in 4 hours. Feels like 2.5 hours. Hot dog, Cyborg. Okay, so let's see. Now, funnier than the theatrical version. There was some funny moments in the theatrical version, but once again, that's the thing. People kept saying that, okay, well, the whole lighthearted moments where they're trying to be funny and stuff is too much Marvel-ish like a movie. That's all Joss Whedon. But see, it's quite possible that Zack Snyder had some stuff in there as well. But we're going to get down to the nitty gritty of this. We're going to see whether or not, like, we're going to see what all was, what scenes were Josh Whedon scenes and what scenes were Zack Snyder scenes, and like what scenes did Josh Whedon actually keep in the movie, okay? Because a lot of people being hard on Josh Whedon as far as how he did the movie. I can't speak on his allegations on the other stuff, but I'm talking about the movie itself because that's what I saw, okay? But check this out. If the man came, I don't think anybody else could have did a better job on that movie, because what it is, you're trying to interpret someone else's work, okay? And a lot of people say, well, I wouldn't have did it. Well, they paid him what, 30 million, 40 million to do it? Hey man, I would have did it, and I have no directorial experience on a big movie like that. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I'll do it, So, and most of the people who say they wouldn't do it, they would do it. Okay, Josh Whedon was trying to do a job, man, and hey, people didn't like it. Okay, all right, but apparently there were a lot of rocky things going on at Warner Brothers and stuff. So this movie here, I hope it's going to be epic and dope. But listen, I'm not expecting it to be the most epic movie ever. I am not, because look at the circumstances. But the fact that we are getting to see this movie, that's dope. That is incredible, people. That is incredible. I mean, this is what the fans want. You know what I'm saying? This is what the people want. The people. You remember Bane? Yeah. But anyways, but you know what? Since now check this out. Since we're getting, well, let me read one more comment. Let me see. Let me do one more comment. Let's see. Scott McKillian, AP #81 says, the Snyder Cut is everything fans have hoped for, maybe more. It's true though. It's lighter in tone. The DC team up blockbuster we've waited for. Still has heart and character moments. I teared up multiple times. Oh, Snyder has a pair. Okay, I know nothing about what a pair he has or whatever. Maybe, I don't know, but I liked hearing this, everything before that. Okay, that's cool. That's cool, because that's what I want to see. You want to see a good feel-good movie. You know what I'm saying? You want to see a movie like I want to watch. When I watch this movie, I want the villains to make me mad, okay? I want the superheroes to tick me off for a little bit and disappoint me, because I'm like, they're getting their butts kicked by Steppenwolf and his people. And then they come back up together, and then I cheer them on. And then when they're giving their inspirational speeches, I'm like, yeah! I'm living vicariously through him as if I'm going to go out there and battle, even though I don't have the superpowers they have, but I wish I had them. But that's what I want to see, all right? We're all kids at heart, man. You can't forget that you're a kid, man. I understand that Toys R Us does not exist anymore, so it's hard to keep that kid in you. But you gotta hold on to that. Hold on to that, especially if you watching comic book movies. You gotta have some kind of kid in you, okay? You have to, right? Okay. Let's see. Justice Max put the Snyder Cut is the movie we all wanted and much more. It hits, it hurts, it makes you smile, cry, it uplifts you, and makes you believe the age of heroes is back. It's heart, sadness, hope, grief, epicness. It's catharsis. I loved it. Okay. Omega put Zack Snyder's Justice League is a roller coaster of emotions. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I got from Endgame and Infinity War. That's what I want from this. Miss me with all that DC versus Marvel. I remember growing up as a kid watching X-Men animated series, Spider-Man animated series, Superman animated series, Justice League animated series, Batman animated series, and guess what? I just want to see some real good superhero content. That's what I want to see, and that's what we're going to get, and I hope that's what we continue to get, all right? And let's see, I'm going to go through one more. Let's see, Fatma Batman put Zack Snyder's Justice League is an epic film that explores all league stories and difficulties and brings them together in a seamless way. It allows the audience to feel the gravitas of the events. I love that word, gravitas. The hardships, the defeat, the joy, and dare I say, humor perfectly. Hold up, people. I mean, clearly these people must not be fanboys, fangirls if they're talking about the humor and they're enjoying it, because a lot of the fanboys, fangirls kept talking about, we want dark, we don't want none of that Marvel stuff, I don't want to laugh at this movie. If you want that lighthearted stuff, go to Marvel. Hey, here's the thing. It's not a formula that Marvel created. Understand, you had previous DC movies had humor in it. Okay, Shazam has humor in it. Okay, Dark Knight had some humor in it. Okay, it's okay, people. All right. Michael Keaton's Batman movies had a little bit of humor in it. Guess what? No matter what, you're still gonna watch it. All right. So, I mean, people who are fans of Teen Titans has humor to it. That's how most of y'all got hip to Cyborg. Booyah. And then that's another thing. With all this humor, I wonder if it's more of a lighthearted movie, well, then it should make sense for Cyborg to shout a few booyahs, right? Because that's what made him more known to the masses, okay? More to the casuals. I'm not talking about diehard fans. Okay, I get it. But there's certain things. It's just like Wolverine always says, pop. And you don't got to make a big deal out of it for him to say it in the movie. But he does say it in some of the X-Men movies, okay? That's just paying homage. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? It's just letting people know that, hey, fans, we see y'all. Because guess what? Y'all are the ones that made this possible, okay? You know, I mean, everybody. I mean, what's other catchphrases? They're just like if you watch, if it's like this. If you listen to a Little John song, you're gonna be disappointed if he doesn't say "yeah" in it. That's his thing, okay? You're going to be a little bit disappointed. If Stone Cold Steve Austin, whenever he wrestles or gets on the mic or whatever, if he doesn't say, and that's the bottom line because Stone Cold said so, you're going to be disappointed. Or if The Rock doesn't say, if you smell what The Rock is cooking. Hold up. Trying to do the eyebrow. If he doesn't say that, you're going to be disappointed, okay? So the thing about it is, listen, it's a 4-hour movie. You can't tell me there's no room for a booyah with all these people saying that, hey, it's a lighthearted movie and it has humor to it. You cannot tell me there's not room for that, yo, okay? But I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to see this movie. Grace Randolph, she had said that few execs, they believe that this movie here, that the execs, they want Zack Snyder to do a second and a third Justice League movie. So I don't know. She didn't name the execs, but maybe she's right. Maybe she's wrong. We'll see. All right. But the true response is going to be Thursday when you all see it, when I see it. Okay. Because guess what? You can't fool us. You can't fool us. We're going to tell you what it is. If it's not good, we're going to tell you. If it's good, we're going to tell you. But I think it's going to be very, very entertaining. I've been entertained by all 3 trailers. And hey, man, you got the Justice League in the movie, right? We got the Justice League in the movie, people. Man, this is big time. This is big time. Let me see. The film was Nicholas Arin put, the film was amazing on all levels. Definitely cyborg-centered film. I love Ray Fisher's performance. Hashtag Borg life. It was legit. Also, I want Junkie XL to compose a score for my life. Cannot wait to listen to the score later on this one. Okay, and let's see. The DC Syndicate put, au contraire, I have the honor and privilege of watching hashtag Snyder Cut today. The movie was epic and long, and it's nothing like what we have seen in the recent times. Man, that's like music to my ears, people. That's like music to my ears, and that's like watching a beautiful painting to my eyes, okay? I cannot wait to see this movie, all right? Check this out. It comes out Thursday, March 18th, HBO Max. I guess you can see it on, well, I'm not sure where else you can see it, so don't quote me on that, but I'm watching it on HBO Max, people. And I will do a review on the movie after I watch it, okay? So, once again, thank you. Man, it was something else I was going to talk about, but I cannot think about it. But once again, thank y'all for listening and tuning in Student of the Game podcast. Please hit that like and subscribe button, okay? All right, it's free of charge. I guarantee you, it's free. I guarantee you it's free to subscribe. Student of the Game podcast. Peace out.